Hello? Hello? Wow, there's so many little guys. Because wow, I guess the little guys pop up when memberships are gifted. That's interesting. Hi! Hi, everybody! Hi! I'm back. I have to go back in time a little bit. And yesterday, since it was the monthly review and I don't typically check like alerts and stuff, I'm just gonna say Zorlander, thank you for 11 months, and Hoya, thank you for 11 months, and Acris, thank you for 12 months. Oh wait, no, 12 months at tier 1, but they've been subscribed for 11 months. That's confusing. 11 or 12 months, thank you. Anna, thank you for 11 months. Sphinx, thank you for 11 months. And let me scroll back up. Who's here today? Who's here today? Who's here today? Hi, Walt. Hi, Quinn. Hi, Tech. Hi, Lobo. Hi, Greed. Hi, Zach. Hi, Sphinx. Hi, Zarlander. Hi, Anna. Hi, Loon. Hi, Lavi. Hi, Dominic. Lobo, thank you for 18 months. Hi, everybody. Hi. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Say yes. Say yes. Lie to me. How's everybody doing? I hope I had fun. Oh yeah, I gotta talk about Canada. I gotta talk about Canada. Yo, of course you missed worm time. Yippee! Lobo, 18 months worm membership! Quinn! We're membership for 27 months! That's crazy! I miss Worm, and it hasn't been that long since I saw her. Oh! I'm doing so good. I'm doing really good. Today's a really good day. I ended up not understanding if you recovered the worm standee or not. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, wait. Before I talk about Canada, I have to talk about 3D worm first. That is the first thing that I have to talk about. It's the most important. So, today I tweeted like, I'm tired of waiting for 3D Wyrm. I'm just gonna sell my socks, you know, as a joke. And it was a joke. And then I just logged in to buy me a coffee because I was just like curious, like if anything had changed or whatever. Hi Nate, welcome in. And I saw that Felix had donated on the 30th, which was like roughly a week after my birthday. On the 30th, had donated $345. Felix did. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, holy shit. $345. I was like, and I didn't know because Buy Me a Coffee doesn't send me any fucking emails when I get, yeah, I didn't see it until just today. And I was like, yeah, because like I said, Buy Me a Coffee doesn't send me emails when I get donations. It just like assumes that you're checking at all times, I guess. And so, and you know, it's like a separate, it doesn't really have like stream integrations. I had to like do my own Mix It Up stream integration to get the donos to even pop up on stream. So like, I was like, this was before the sock tweet. But by the way, I just wanted to say that I didn't notice it for like 6 whole days. And it had jumped up and I was like, oh shit. And then so I sent that, and then Felix had said in the message, a widow tweet for a cute worm, hope you're doing good. I couldn't rest with Zorlander outdoing me and I needed an excuse to support 3D Wyrm more. So I sent that message in the mod chat and I was like, ha ha ha, oh my God, Felix donated like a lot. And then Zorlander donated $260 off stream. And I was like, I'm not even, oh, and by the way, I should actually back up. Before that, Quinn said in the mod chat, if you get to $1,400, I will just send the rest and I'll finish off the goal. And then Zorlander responded by saying, here's 260, got it up to the $1,400 goal. And I was like, what the fuck? And then Quinn finished it off with the last $300. And like this happened in a matter of like 5 minutes from me noticing Felix's initial donation to actually finishing 3D Wyrm goal, like in a matter of 5 minutes. And I was like, what? What the frick? What the freak? Huge moment. Hi, Daishima, welcome in. Hi, Fungi. I am winning. I'm freaking winning right now. I'm freaking winning. My mods are freaking crazy. You guys are so insane. Like, what the heck? It was an investment opportunity. Stonks. They'll have to share custody of the sock. I'm not selling socks anymore. I don't have to sell socks. I don't have to sell socks because my mods take care of me. I was like, what the H? What the actual H, you guys? Like, that's wild. So, scam the mods out of their sock. I mean, I guess if you want, I can send it if you want, but, so no sock. Ah! What? No, sniffer deny. What? So, what? Everybody wants socks except Lobo. The great sock scam. I actually tweeted that because I saw this TikTok of this girl who was approached in the parking lot randomly by this guy that was like, can I buy your socks off your body right now? Here's $40. And she was like, yeah. And she just handed them to him. And then he was like, can we do this tomorrow? And she was like, no. I was like, damn, $40 for socks? I should sell mine for $50. Used socks, by the way, not fresh socks. Dominic, thank you for 18 months. Wow, Queen, your socks are so moist. Yeah, check in, you guys. She wasn't on the grind set mindset. No, he offered her $40. She should have countered with, well, you could have them for $60 if you want to tack in another $20. You know, she should have. But I guess she was just kind of caught off guard. She didn't think. If that was me, I would have been like, I'm gonna need more, boy. I'm gonna need more, big boy. Like, cough up the change. Let's go. It's not like a washed pair of socks. Those are used socks. You can give me a little bit more. Freshly taken off socks should go for at least 200. Whoa. That's insane. Hi, Diego. Welcome in. Yeah. She definitely got scammed. She freaking got scammed. What's the resale value if I kept them in a sandwich bag and kept them sterile? You just can't over open it or they'll lose their scent. Sorry if I'm a little sniffly, guys. I'm recovering from a little cold. I don't. Sorry, that was. Sorry. Sometimes when I'm sniffly and I can feel like the drainage at the back of my throat, I start like gagging because it's nasty. But Canada did get me sick. The weather changed from the far north to the cave. Yeah, it really was a little bit of that. Okay, I'll talk about Canada now. Again, thank you everyone. I'll just say this. Thank you so much for finishing off 3D Worm goal. Everyone that bought merch or donated or anything over the past few months, or actually I've been raising money for 3D Worm for like, feels like a year at this point. Sorry. Thank you so much. Thank you, Quinn. Thank you, Storylander. Thank you, Felix. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the big, huge donos. You guys saved my life, so I don't have to sell socks. You guys make my dreams come true so that I don't have to sell used socks anymore, you guys. You guys are freaking awesome! Okay, Canada. So, yeah, 3D Worm was completed! Literally today! Yes, thank you, Dominic. I did see those, but I was like getting ready for stream, so I didn't respond right away. Canada. I'm trying to think about where to start. Should I start from like my airport troubles? Or or I don't know. Canada. So yeah, from the beginning. The TSA horrors. So I woke up that day and it was really early, and even for packing, I don't think anyone cares about packing. Although my bag was so full, it took me like 30 minutes to zip it closed. That's how much shit was in there. Canada. So I'll start from like my initial troubles was like, you know, Delta does that shit thing where it like shares flights with WestJet. So my flight was like half WestJet, half Delta, and like the Delta app doesn't show you the online boarding pass, but the WestJet app doesn't show it to you. It doesn't like confirm that you're actually checked in. It's like such a shit show. Yeah, I flew Delta because my mom works for Delta. She did it for me because my mommy takes care of me. And and so like, hi Brexy, welcome in. And yeah, my mom truly does take care of me. And so like, you know, she was helping me calm down like the weeks leading up, because this is the first time I've flown out of the country alone. I've definitely been to another country before, but like not by myself, alone. And so you know, she definitely helped me like calm down the days leading up to it or whatever. And then so I get to the airport the day I'm supposed to fly out, and I try to check in on the Delta kiosk, but then it's like, no, your flight is WestJet. You have to go to WestJet. So then I had to walk all the way down to WestJet, and then they only had like literally one line in the whole airport. And so then I had to wait for that. And then I get through security fine, except I had to be patted down. I always have to be patted down. I feel like, and it's the, you know, the spinny thing that you have to raise your arms into. It always catches like it always catches around like my crotch area, and I don't know why. It always catches it, and she's always like, I have to pat you down. I'm like, fine, whatever. This always happens to me. Have you seen your antenna, horns, leg, or tail? No, my dick is just huge. So she always has to pat me down, and she was really nice about it. Really nice lady. And even the guy that checked my passport and all that stuff, he was like, wow, like, I really like your hair. And I was like, thanks. Like, typically at the airport that I fly out of, they're like really nice. The specifically designed sexual harassment assignment tool. No, she was very sweet about it. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know what it is with, like, they just always catch. And so she was really sweet. Anyway, I get to my gate and it's fine or whatever. And then, you know, flying into Canada, when I landed, I had to wait a little while because I guess the way that Jeannie had like the caravan for picking people up from the airport and stuff like that, I had to wait until Hoya also landed. And then I got to meet Hoya for the first time, my bestie! And we both cried. I sobbed and cried, and I was just like weeping because I was like so happy to meet her for the first time, because we've been friends since like early 2021, like a really long time. And yeah, we were gay, whatever. And we hugged, and it was awesome. And we weren't on the floor or anything, but we definitely ran into each other's arms like 90s movie style, where you like run from one end to the other side, and we were like ran and like hugged, and it was awesome. And that was awesome. And then I'm trying to think. I don't really have like any crazy like stories or anything like that. I was very socially anxious the entire time. I kind of like talked myself into like a coma. I feel like I was just I don't even know how to describe it. I'm just not used to meeting so many people all at once, and it seems like I am outgoing, but I'm not. I'm really not. I'm like extremely shy, and I was so extremely like, I was like anxious at like literally every dinner and event that we went to, that I had to take a recharge break like every single time after, because I was just like, oh my god, there's so many people. And the wedding was absolutely beautiful. Teeny looked absolutely beautiful. I cried so much. So introverted that you nervous talk? No, I didn't even nervous talk. I just like didn't talk. I just didn't talk. I just didn't talk at all. I was like, if I just don't talk, then I won't say anything stupid. Definitely like so nervous, and I just kind of like sat, and TD kept being like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? I was like, I'm fine. I'm just scared. I really did have a really great time. Like, nothing bad happened, and no one was mean to me, thank goodness. If anyone was mean to me, then they'd get shot on sight. But no, everyone was super nice, and nothing weird or like bad happened to me, except like I kind of got like a little bit sick towards the end. So I was suffering a little bit from like, hold on, I have to take a sip, my mouth is dry. Occupational hazard? What does that mean? Congratulations on the wedding. I didn't get married. But yeah, I did get a little bit sick. I kinda, I don't know what I got sick from. Like, and even when I called my mom on like the day that I got back, she heard me sniffle and she was like, God damn it. Before I even said I got sick, she just heard that I was sick through the phone. And she was like, how are you sick again? And I was like, I don't know how I got sick. I literally slammed emergency like every single day leading up to the flight. Like, I guess I should have just masked, because I didn't mask at all, and I was stupid about that. But it wasn't I don't have COVID or anything like that, but it definitely is some kind of like sinus infection. And yeah, I was really stupid. So, but it's not the flu because I had the flu shot. I got the flu shot. I am vaccinated. It's not the flu because I didn't get body aches and I didn't have a fever. It just literally was like a head cold and like probably a sinus infection or something similar to that. So I am still like a little sniffly. I don't feel bad though. Like, I don't feel nasty. It's possible to get the flu even if you get the flu shot. I don't want to believe that. I don't believe you. What's the point then? That's the fucking point. If I'm just gonna get it anyway. It's not the flu though. I've had the flu before. It wasn't that. So I just like got sick towards the end. There was one kind of a funny story. I don't know if Teeny told it on stream yet, but like one night, it was, oh, I forgot. I met Clover. Oh my God. My sabling. I met Clover. That was freaking awesome. But one night I went to Circle K with Clover and Teeny and Jean, Genesis. I got to meet Genesis too. And we went to Circle K and we were walking back. It was kind of late. It was dark. And we were walking back and we were standing on the corner because we saw some other friends and we were just like kind of talking and it was kind of cold outside. And this couple came up from behind, like from the side, from behind us and just like invaded our circle and was like, you guys look like vampires. You guys are all in black. You guys look so cool. And we were like, haha, thanks. Like, and they were clearly drunk and like, me and my wife spotted you from across the bar. Literally was like that. And because we really were like pretty much all in black, like completely black. But then someone in the group was like, you're in all black too. Like you could be a vampire too. And you have like red lipstick. And it was kind of smudged. And I don't know why she said this, but she was like, because it just sucked this guy off. And she like stuck out her tongue. And we were all like, like awkward laughing, like, what the fuck? And Teeny looked so uncomfortable and they just got like really close behind me. And I was just like, and then the boyfriend was like, come on, we gotta get out of here. And then they just... It truly was such a weird, awkward moment to these random people in the street. And we were like, oh, let's go inside now. Like, do not even know where that came from, but it was just like a funny moment. Very quite silly. Yeah, basically, yeah, stumbles away in the darkness. Like, I would totally believe if she actually got, like, eaten by a vampire that night, because she was just like, you know, typical drunk girl on the side of the road. Then a vampire like comes up and is like, come into the alleyway, my dear. You know what I mean? I've been watching a lot of Buffy. I'm getting cultured, and I started watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer from the very beginning. So I'm on season 3 right now. But yeah, what else? Anything else crazy happen? I mean, that was like the craziest thing. I mean, nothing else wild. Or are you citing that in a horror way or a smut fanfic start way? It can be both. It could be both. Yeah, the wedding was gorgeous, of course. Had a lot of fun. Food was really good. Let's see. I watched Ghost Rider in the hotel room with Teeny, the Nicolas Cage one. That was funny. Oh yeah, it was me, Teeny, and Clover. We all watched Ghost Rider together. It's such a strange movie. Yeah, honestly, most of the time was just like hanging out, and like we went to dinners and we like went out to eat and we like walked around. It wasn't really like crazy adventures or anything like that. Like, we just kind of hung out. It was really fun. It was really nice to meet everyone. Everyone was super nice, even though I probably was some kind of freak. I barely talked. I was like so nervous the whole time. Yeah, food was good. Food and drinks were delicious. Oh man, I posted about it on Twitter, but I had like the best chocolate croissant of my entire life. It was really delicious. You guys can go if you're on Twitter and you're interested in like some of the photos that I took. Oh, when I lost the worm standee. Yeah, I'll tell that story. So I'd been taking pictures with the worm standee like basically all day, and then like we got all the way to this restaurant with Teeny, and I tried to pull her out again, and she was just like not in my bag at all. And I was like, huh? And Teeny was like, it probably fell out in the Uber on the way here. Like, we'll just call the Uber. And I was like, no, I'm not having an interaction with the Uber driver. It's fine. She's gone forever. It's fine. It's fine. And then on the way back to the hotel, I was thinking about it, and I was like, where could it have gone? Like, in my brain, I was like, what could have happened to it? But then I remembered that right before we got into the Uber, in the hotel lobby, I had actually spilled out the entire contents of my bag on the ground, and figured she was probably on the ground of the hotel lobby. But I like had conveniently forgotten that when I was like thinking about it. And and so when we got back to the hotel lobby, everyone was sitting there, and I was like, look for Worm. And so they found her for me, and I got her back. So I did get her back, and then I was very careful not to lose her for the rest of the trip. I took lots of pictures with her. That was a lot of fun. What's an anime girl doing on the floor? Yeah, she literally was just sitting there under the table. I'm so glad that they didn't like pick her up, and like the hotel staff didn't pick her up and like throw her away something. Be losing little guys. I know. I was like, oh my god, it's happening again. We do be losing little guys. And Clover brought the Orlando plush to the wedding. That was a highlight for sure. It was definitely a really great time. I hate my nose right now. So, being in Canada was obviously awesome. It was very cold, but it was fun. She was under the table behind the leg. Yeah, she was down there. She was lost for a little bit. Did you pick up an anime girl VTuber model that I dropped on the floor by any chance? That was my next question. I was gonna ask the hotel lobby first if they had picked it up, but no, it was found. I'm trying to think anything else kind of crazy or story worthy. Hi Felix! Hi! I just want to thank you so much for your huge donation that set off a chain of events that actually completed 3D Worm literally today. Thank you so much. It's okay. This was like a guerrilla stream. This is a guerrilla stream, but I just want to say thank you so much for your donation. You're so freaking awesome. You challenged Zoolander, and so he had to throw down the gauntlet too. So I think actually number 1 is Zoolander, number 2 is Felix, and number 3 is someone, but it's actually Quinn. It worked. Yes, it was worth it. Did you do that on purpose? Did you throw down the gauntlet so that everyone else would be challenged? You guys are freaking awesome. It was really awesome. I'm so glad to have 3D Wyrm done. And I've been looking at a ton of 3D artists, and we're gonna get that rolling pretty soon. Yes, you can see top 3, you can't see top 5, but you can see top 3 on the main page or whatever. I thought this might happen. Yes. Wow, you're thinking ahead, playing mind games over here. For real. Oh, so I'll finish my story about leaving Canada, which was arguably the worst part. Obviously because like the day of, I was just crying and crying. I had to say goodbye to Hoya, and then I had to say goodbye to Teeny, and I was like already really emotional. And so I print out my boarding pass, and I'm like going up to security or whatever, and you know, they're telling us to pull out all of our gels and aerosols and like all that stuff like in the bag or whatever. So I pull everything out thinking he's just gonna look at it, but he just goes, oh, this is too much. You're gonna have to go back. You're gonna have to go back and check this bag. And I stopped him right there. I said, nope. Just tell me what I can keep, and then we'll just throw the rest away. Because most of the toiletries that I had were just like smaller versions of the stuff that I have at home already. So it wasn't really like a huge deal. I was like a little sad because some of the stuff was in like reusable bottles that I like to, you know, clean out and put different stuff in. So I was a little upset about losing those, but like they're cheap. I could just go to Walmart and get like another 3-pack or whatever. It's not like a huge deal, but whatever. I was going straight home, so I didn't really need toiletries anymore. But he like refused. He was just like, no, I think you're just gonna have to go back. And I was like, no, just throw it away. I was like, just throw it out. I don't even want it anymore. I was like, I don't even freaking want it. Like, I don't want to go back. And then he's just like, actually, you know what? We can go through these and we can figure out what you can keep. And I was like, okay, I'll keep these 2 things. Throw the rest away. And he's like, I'm trying to help you. And I was like, I start crying because I'm already emotional. I just start weeping, and I'm like, this is really stressful. I literally told him that. I was like, this is really stressful. Please just throw them away. I just want to get through security, because at this point I'm holding up the line. There's people behind me that are exasperated. I'm exasperated. Everyone's pissed off because for whatever reason, they don't have like, they can't like let multiple people go at once. It's just like one guy checking the stuff that goes through. So I have beef with TSA too. This is bullshit. So then he just lets out this loud like guffaw and like dumps everything in the trash, and he's like, go on. And I'm like in tears, and I'm like, okay. So he pushes my stuff through, and then I get into, you know, once again, the humiliation chamber where they make you raise your arms. Want my hoo-ha and my bottles. I know, so true. And so I go through and I rate the humiliation chamber. I put my arms up, and she is like, ma'am, your arms are too high. And I was like, I just look at her and I was like, okay. Like, I'm in tears. Like, they can see that I'm like upset, and I lower my arms a little bit, and then she's just like, your sweatpant like little ties are hanging down. You need to get rid of those. And I was like, do you want me to tuck it in? Like, asked as a genuine question. I was like, do you want me to tuck it in? So I tuck it in, and she goes, no! And I'm like, what the fuck do you want from me, bro? Like, can you communicate properly, please? And then, so I take it out, and she's just like, do something with that. And I'm like, what, you want me to cut it off? You over to cut off my sweatpant tie here in the middle of security. So I tuck it back in, and she just like, again, like loudly guffaws at me, like, oh, like this, whatever, this person, like, I can't believe they're acting like this towards me. And I was like, I am the most unassuming, like, regular person that there is. And then so finally it lets me go through. Thank God I didn't have to get patted down that time. But, you know, then I have to repack all my fucking bags because they took everything out and threw everything away. And my luggage was already bursting at the seams, but that was annoying. Hi, Martin, welcome in. Hi, Andrew, welcome in. And, so then it's time to wait in line for the border patrol. And I'm like trying to get myself together, right? Hi, DC3As. I'm like wiping my eyes, like, ugh, like just trying to breathe. I'm pissed off. And they can't run a line. They can't do anything. So I get in line for border patrol and I go up to the guy. And he's just like, I'll just try to describe his posture. He's like shrimping terribly. He's like slouched as low as he could possibly get into the chair. He's laid back. His neck is laid back. And he just has like, he just like grabs my passport or whatever. And he's like looking at it. And he's like, why were you here in Canada? And I was like, oh, I was here for a wedding. And he was like, your wedding? Like, I don't know what he meant by that, like with that tone, but I was like, no, not my wedding, my friend's wedding. And he was like, then he was like, your friend? He was like, why do you have a friend in Canada? How'd you meet them? And I was like, oh, we met online. And then he just like grumbles under his breath something akin to like, they always meet online or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what he said, but it sounded like he said like something like that. And I was like, I was already weirded out. I was like, okay. And then he goes, are you bringing anything back? And I was like, no gifts or anything. And then he goes, like anime? He just says, like anime? And I thought that was a follow-up to his previous question, asking me if I was bringing anything in similar to anime. You know how that sounds like anime? Like, are you bringing anything into the country like anime? Does that make sense? That's how I took that question. And he said, and I was like, oh, no anime. And then he goes, well, then what do you like? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I like Star Wars. And he was like, okay, whatever. And then he just hands me my passport and he's like, you're good. And then I walk off. And so Sphinx was behind me in line. And apparently after that, he told Sphinx, he was like, don't talk to her about anime. She hates anime. And I was like, what the fuck? The border patrol guy's talking shit about me after I'm gone? He was so fucking weird. I was like, the nerve of this guy, the absolute nerve of this guy. He fucking hated me. I was like, what? It was so strange. It was so bizarre. I was like genuinely kerfuffled. I was just like, it was like hit after hit after hit in the fucking TSA line. I was like, damn, I gotta calm down. My hair is puffy. I'm sweaty already. I haven't even gotten on the plane and I'm already exasperated. Like, truly, he had nothing better to do with his life than to just heckle me, a poor, unassuming worm. Ain't got nothing going on. Apparently can't get married. Just the way he was like, your wedding? As if I could possibly be the one getting married. What a fucking weirdo. Was he young? Was he like flirting? Well, if he was flirting, he was doing a very poor job of it. Like, he had no game. Absolutely zero riz. Like, he deserves to... If I wish I had like a mean bone in my body to where I could tell that fucker off, because what the hell? Trying to get me to come back, and no, you can't go back after you go through border patrol, because the floor literally tells you no stopping, keep going. Like, once you go through, you don't stop, you just go. Yeah, man. I was really lucky though on both of my flights back, because I had a layover. Both of my flights back, I had the row all to myself so I could stretch out. That was really good. On the flight back, I watched a movie called, I watched Inside Out 2, and then I also watched, what was it called? Abigail, and it's about this, it's like a horror movie based off like a little vampire girl, and that was a good movie. I liked it. It was silly. Border Patrol agent, my behated. Go freaking die. So those were my Canada adventures. Not really anything exciting or crazy. I had a really great time. I'm really glad I went. It was really cold up there, and then when I got back, it's really hot here, so it was like hot before I left, and then I had to go to a cold place, and then I had to come back to a hot place. Like, my brain is all fucked up because the temperature is like messing me up. But yeah, I'm back. I'm freaking back to streaming. I have a lot of plans for October, so look forward to those. I already have a list of stuff that I want to do. Hi, back. I'm dad. Oh my god, wait, I have a story from today, actually. I went antique. Oh, wait! Actually, I have two stories. Okay, sorry. First story is antique shopping in Canada. I went antique shopping in Canada, and I got some really good stuff that Teeny's gonna mail me. I got 2 clowns, and then I got a Halloween decoration, so I'm really happy about those. The memory's coming back to me. Yeah, I know, it takes me, like, I have to, like, you know, my brain is like, oh, wait, you forgot this. I'm like, oh, yeah. Today, I went antique shopping again, and I went to this one antique mall type thing, and, sorry, and, ew. Okay, I'm good. Coughing baby. This is really sad. This is like a L moment for Wyrm today. So I went to this antique shop and I found exactly two things that I wanted. The first thing was this really cool vintage, like it was like a little tiny pumpkin head, but on top of the is a statue. A little pumpkin head, but on top of the pumpkin head was like this black cat in like a jester clown costume. And oh my god, I have to talk about the Wayne Gretzky. Okay, thank you for reminding me. Well, so this little like jester cat on top of like this cute little pumpkin, and it was like so vintage looking, like, and I'm always looking for stuff that like reminds me of Over the Garden Wall, and so I was like, oh my god, like this is like my aesthetic, like this is like, I love this so much. It was $35 for this little statue, but I was like, it looks old, and you know, I'm used to like high prices with antiquing or whatever, and as soon as I pick it up, like antique malls typically, they'll come around and they'll see if you have something in their hand, and then they'll take it up front and they'll hold it for you so you can keep shopping and looking. So the lady takes it from me and she takes it up front or whatever, and then I find this other little statuette, like not really a statuette, it's more of like, you know, punch needle like plushes, like they're made out of wool and they're like punch needle. I don't know if you guys know what I will be talking about, but this little like pumpkin head statuette type thing made out of like wool, and it's so cute. And like all of the ruffles are made out of zippers, and it just looks handmade, and it's so cute. And so I was like, oh, I want this too. So I bring up this second item to the front, and I'm ready to check out. And the lady goes, oh yeah, you had that other thing on hold, right? And I was like, yeah. And so she turns around and she goes, hey, does anyone know what happened to that thing that was on hold for my name that I gave them? And one of the ladies was like, well, here's the tag for it. Wait, where did it go? And they're like looking around and they can't find it. And they're like, well, I remember wrapping it up and putting it in a bag and getting it ready for her like we do with all held items. But it's just gone now. And she was like, I guess what must have happened is that we accidentally put it in another lady's bag, and that lady must have left with it for free. And I was like, okay. So I like looked at her and I was like, so it's gone? And she was like, yeah, I think so. And I was like, I almost started crying at the register. I was like, what? It's gone? And I was like, do you think maybe it could have been put back at the booth that it came from accidentally? And it might be back in the store? And she was like, no, it's gone. I have the tag. It accidentally got like put in someone else's bag. And I was like, yeah, so what's even worse is another lady accidentally took a $35 item that they didn't pay for. So like it's a loss on the store's part because they fucked up, but also a random lady just got an item for free. And I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't, like, this always happens to me. Everything that I ever want gets like accidentally sold or like accidentally sold out or like is just gone when I go back to get it. And this always happens to me. I have like some kind of weird curse on me. Hi, Crow Gemini, welcome in. Hi. But yeah, so that happened today and I was really upset. I mean, thank God I got like the other pumpkin guy with the zippers on him. He's really cool. I immediately put him on my Halloween, in my Halloween decoration section, but I'm really upset about the Jester Cat on the pumpkin because I just think it was so cool. It was such a cool find, and it was like my aesthetic and my style so much, and I just I want him back so bad. But then we went to Spirit Halloween and I got a ghost face acrylic stand. They have like acrylic stands of all like the main slasher guys, and so I got a Ghostface acrylic stand, and I'm gonna start doing Oshikatsu with Ghostface. She's lurking on stream and she'll go and return it. Well, unlikely. All of the ladies that were in the antique mall were quite older. Probably don't know what VTubers are. It would be cool if they did, but you know. So, oh, the Wayne Gretzky. So yeah, we did go and get a Wayne Gretzky in Canada, which is like 9 cream and 9 sugar in a coffee. And when I got it, the cup was cold. And so I was thinking like, oh, maybe he didn't understand me when I said 9 cream and 9 sugar. And maybe he thought that like I didn't want coffee in it and that now it's just like straight cream and sugar mixed together. But no, it actually had so much cream and so much sugar in it that it made the coffee cold, but it actually did taste pretty good. It wasn't that bad. Wayne Gretzky, I did that, check marked off my list. What else did I want to do in Canada? There was something else that I wanted to do. Oh, I wanted to get a BJ, a Booster Juice, which is like their little smoothie chain that they have there. And everyone's always like, I'm gonna go get a BJ. So I got a BJ. It was very tasty. Thank you for clarifying. It was just like a smoothie place. It was like very similar to Jamba Juice. Basically the same thing. That was yummy. I tried, yeah, like I said, I tried Tim Hortons. That shit slapped me out of focus. Got him. Freaking got him. Oh yeah, and so for everyone that bought the Wyrm bundles for my birthday, I did send out the email last week for getting addresses. So if you don't see the email, check your spam folder. Because Zorlander said that he got it in his spam folder. So just like if you don't see it, please check your spam folder. It is a Google form that you're supposed to fill out to give me your address so that I can send you your merch. I will be starting on that probably later this week / early next week. But yeah. And then I think that's all. I think that's it. I just wanted to do a quick little powwow, quick little chat, check in on everyone, see how all my Nick Simps are doing. I hope you guys are doing good and you didn't miss me too much. And I hope that you'll be ready for Spooky Month. It's Spooky Month. I already have a lot of stuff in store. I tell a story really well. Aw, thank you. Sometimes I feel like I don't really finish my sentences. But thank you. Thank you so much, Crow Gemini. Thank you for stopping in. Glad to have Wyrmtag. Miss you tons. Missed you a lot. I miss you guys too. I miss you guys too. And really excited for these next upcoming months. Chibi Wyrm will be in production very, very soon. My Twitch affiliate anniversary is at the very end of November. It would be really cool if it was done by then, but if it's not, then NBD, no big deal. Definitely will have Chibi Wyrm debuted before the end of the year. And then 3D Wyrm will be next year, so. You were talking about me and how much you missed me the other day on Twitch the other day. You were on Twitch? Quinn, you were on Twitch? I noticed that Greed made a Twitch account and followed me. Thank you for the follow, Greed, on Twitch. He was streaming F-Zero. So you'll log on to Twitch for Hammer, but you won't log on to Twitch for me, Quinn? What do you have to say for yourself? Wyrm in 3D. Fake fan. Fake Nick Simp. Everyone point and laugh. Point and laugh at Quinn. In a fun, not, oh my god. He actually said something. Don't get used to me being on here. First message. Hello, first message chatter. Are you gonna drop a follow? Are you gonna follow me? Crow Gemini, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. I've made this Quinn guy such a douche. No, not a douche. Can I see your toes? Oh. Thank you for the follow, Quinn. I'm curious, what made you... Oh, Zoolander! Thank you for the gifted sub to Quinn. I'm curious what made you create a Twitch account, or have you always had one? Now you're trapped here forever. You're literally trapped here forever now. You have a sub, so you have to stay. Always had one, but YouTube is easier. I feel that. Sometimes I get on Twitch mobile and I'm like, oh, this is terrible. On leave. Oh, I missed it, you guys. You guys are so silly goofy. You got the shivers from being in there for a second? The shivers? Twitch give you the EBGBs? The EBGBs? Twitch on mobile is digital hell, I know, but sometimes I want to watch my Teeny Tanuki in my bed. Sometimes I want to lay on my bed. YouTube is ass, but Twitch mobile is for sure the worst thing I've ever seen. Yeah. Damn these red and purple platforms that I sell my soul to. Wyrm gives us multi-streaming. Now you have to have multi-viewing. You're legally obligated to watch me on both. There's a new track in F-Zero called Sandstorm 1 and 2. Derude Sandstorm? Do-do-do-do-do. 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 Do 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 do. There's a sandstorm that happens mid-race? That sounds awful. 3 monitors. Exactly, yeah, you guys gotta keep up with Zorlander and buy 3 monitors. You can have me on 2 of them. At minimum. YouTube mobile is kind of ass. It is ad hell. Yeah. I have YouTube premium on like my non-VTuber account, and I just watch everything on there. And then I don't have to deal with that. You put me up on the big TV? Does no one complain about that, or do you live alone? Sometimes I put Teeny on my big TV. A 49-inch ultra wide and a normal. That counts, yeah. That definitely counts. Hi Bryce, welcome in! I live alone, thanks for reminding me. I do too! Damn! I do too! It's fine! It's fine! It's okay to live alone! It's okay! Damn! Be acting like it's like the worst thing in the world to live alone. I also live in my cave all alone. Don't you live with the mods trapped in your basement? No, not the basement, in the cage. Thanks! Thanks! Thank you so much, Bryce! Thank you! What about all the prisoners? What prisoners? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have those. Yeah. I'm on YouTube. I'm not in a cage. Yes, you are. Shut up. If suddenly we switch to ASMR story mode. The story is not getting, what's the word? What's the word? Continued in any way. You're just like in the cage forever. No hostages. Where is my cage? There it is. Here's the cage. What's good? What's good? It's Sunday. It's Sunday fun day, but today was just like gonna be a short little 1-hour Zatsu just to talk about some stuff. I'm actually gonna be ending. But I hope everyone has a really great rest of your weekend, however much longer that you have. I will see you on Wednesday. And thank you again for finishing 3D Worm goal. That's literally amazing and crazy and awesome and cool. And literally my head has exploded. So thank you guys again so much. Yeah, slay. Slay. I love you guys. I love you guys. And I hope that I'll see you soon in a couple days on Wednesday for Worm Wednesday. And yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all. Crazy doesn't pay me. Goodbye, you guys. Have a good night. Eat well. Eat well, eat well, eat well, eat well, eat well. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. See you next time. Bye bye.